time running out here on the play clock. Here we go! Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch
Looks
left.
like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go!
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Matthews, a third-year man out of Vanderbilt. 4 catches, 65 yards in the loss to the Lions.
The top target for the rookie quarterback, Carson Wentz, the #1 receiver for the Eagles by far. He also did a really nice job in the preseason trying to connect with Carson Wentz, and he tried to do it on a musical level. He said, okay, I'll listen to what you listen to, you listen to what I listen to. Let's see if we can connect that way. And they've worked it out pretty well.
That's deep. They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Freeney in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Now look at 56.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Eagles.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Ryan Matthews in the game. He gets the call here. And the talk, unfortunately, for Matthews after that loss to the Lions was his costly fumble late. But post-game, he fessed up to it. He said, I messed up.
You like guys who are accountable, and he's right. He had the ball in the wrong arm, couldn't protect it, and it got popped out. But this is a guy who's a tone setter on offense, a very physical, tough runner that the Eagles will use and ride as long as they can.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. And he is going to lose you. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Keep tight end. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's brought down after a good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, just like that.
On 1st down, Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from a yard out. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. These Eagles, they started 3-0, a little bit of surprise. Everyone saying, wow, look at Carson Wentz. Then the loss to Detroit. What do you make of this team 5 weeks in?
It's not a mirage. This is a really good team, and they played pretty darn well at Detroit. You have to remember, that Detroit game, Detroit is 1-3. And desperation can really increase your play. And that's what Philadelphia ran into. The rookie quarterback gets all the attention in Carson Wentz, but they have weapons everywhere. And when he connects with Jordan Matthews, look out.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. Left side caught by Matthews. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to air it out deep for... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jamie Collins able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Over! Under crunch. Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to take another shot here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you have confidence in it, and let him swing another one.
Again, here's Blunt. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else?
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 29 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
Wentz will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he hits his man, Matthews. A good pickup there, a 22. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. On second down, here's Wentz. Caught. It's Huff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Aguilar has it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
4 down, 4 down.
They come out here in the eye.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Target, 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 target.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run again with Blunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Watch the whip.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
Blunt, the lone running back. To throw, it's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a carry for Blunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now they call on Stephen. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll go for it. It's Brady going deep here for Adelman. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead.